Hey there, dudes and dudettes. This is your fun-loving DJ Spinner at K-Joy, where God's Word is always true. Today, you'll be hearing an old story dressed up in new clothes. It's all about a dreamer, his coat, and how God works through even the craziest of circumstances to bring about his purpose. The year is 1959, and the place is Papa Jake's Fries and Cakes, and it's the first day of summer.
Take your order, please. One more fun summer. Make it last all year. Don't get another. Just disappears. All day is running. All night one best friends. One fun summer that never ends. Is there anything else? Summer, nothing much to do. One day to go, get yourself one too. All day is driving, working for the weekend. One fun summer that never ends.
Now, Papa Jake had a dozen kids, and they ran the joint, keeping the fries fried and the shakes shook. Business was booming, but one young bro always seemed to be missing.
Hey, where's Joe? Beats me. I bet he's got his nose in a book.
Oh, his head's in the clouds. We do all the work, but Dad likes it best.
He thinks he's something special. He thinks he's a big shot. We think he's dreaming. Has anybody seen Joe? No! One fun summer, make it last all year. Try giving me another, that disappears. All day is driving, it's hard work, no nothing. I'll give you one fun summer that never ends. Do you want fries with that? Delivery!
And this is how the adventure begins. On an ordinary day with an ordinary delivery for a not-so-ordinary boy with an extraordinary dream.
I said delivery. Hey, who's in charge around here? Which one of you is Papa Jake?
That's our dad, but he's out of town. These are some of my brothers and sisters. This is...
Annette, Danny, Sharon.
I'm JD, and I guess I'm the head honcho right now.
Fine, Mr. Honcho. Sign here. This is your last shipment of supplies for this summer. Make it last. See you in September.
This was a downer for the diner. They were now short-handed and short-supplied.
It's our last shipment, JD, and summer's our busiest time. What if we ran out of food? What if we run out of cooks? It's almost noon, and I haven't heard a peep from Joe. Joe!
I gotta get me a nicer sounding alarm clock.
Wake up! You've been sleeping on the job again.
I can't help it, JD. I try to get a good night's sleep, but God keeps sending me these dreams. Like the one I had last night.
Here we go again.
Wait, this one was the biggest dream of all. It was in CinemaScope and Technicolor and 3D. Ooh! There was the sun, the moon, and there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 11 stars. And they were all bowing down to me.
Yes! Ta-da! Yes, yes! And what did God tell you this dream meant, Joe? That you'll be the boss of us?
Are we supposed to bow down to you?
In your dreams, what do you think Dad would say?
Special delivery from Papa Jake.
Hey, Mr. Postman, look and see. Is there a letter in your bag for me?
No, but I do have a letter and parcel for Mr. Joe.
Mister? He's just our little brother.
I don't write them. I just deliver them. Toodaloo.
Joe was only concerned with the box, but the letter was about to rock and roll JD's world.
Dad says he'll be away all summer. He's opening up a Papa Jake's West. He's putting Joe in charge here! And in honor of his promotion, he's given him...
Dad's prize leather jacket. Out of sight.
No! That's the last straw. He thinks he's such a big deal.
We've got to do something about Joe.
Now he's special, he's the only one with the colorful coat out of all 12 sons. Waiting next to the Lord up above, he's not your average Joe. We all know Joe. Whoa, yes, we all know Joe. Whoa, everybody knows. Whoa, this dreamer is not your average Joe. We all know Joe. Whoa, yes, we all know Joe. Whoa, and everybody knows. Whoa, this dreamer is not your average Joe. Hey, big dreamer, what you dreaming about? Who's in it, who's bowing down? Just a little brother always hanging around. He's not your average Joe. Oh, we all know Joe. Whoa, yes, we all know Joe. Whoa, and everybody knows. Whoa, this dreamer is not your average Joe. We all know Joe. Whoa, yes, we all know Joe. Whoa, and everybody knows. Whoa, this dreamer is not your average Joe. Oh, brother, don't be a bother again. These dreams might one day do you in. Wake up, get your head out of the clouds. Say, come on, Joe, now don't be proud. Surely I'm mistaken about the bowing down. Really, I wouldn't be messing around. You're gonna find yourself kicked out. Whoa, we all know Joe. Whoa, yes, we all know Joe. Whoa, and everybody knows. Whoa, this dreamer is not your average Joe. We all know Joe. Whoa, yes, we all know Joe. Whoa, and everybody knows. Whoa, this dreamer is not your average Joe.
It had already been a winged out morning, but the day was only getting started. A big change was blowing in the wind.
Adulation can be so exhausting. I think I need a nap before lunch.
Just then, the big change arrived in a woody wagon.
Bonsai Beach Buddies, we're on our way to the fairest point and are in need of sustenance. You got any?
Unfortunately, we only have 5 eggs.
Gnarly, we'll take a dozen for all our surfers.
JD, we hardly have enough food as this. They'll ruin us.
No, they'll help us. I have an idea. Excuse me, but who are you?
My name is Hot Dog, but my friends call me Hot Dog.
All right, Mr. Dog. We'd like to offer you a special deal today. 2 dozen fries and shakes in exchange for giving the dreamer over there a one-way ride to Pharaoh's Point.
Okay. That seems fair. They wipe out Ty, Snooze, and Boy here on top of the wagon with the surfboards.
But first, take off his jacket.
Here you go, bro. He won't be needing leather where he's going.
Bonsai makes Pharaoh's Point a bust.
The day had started out with Joe waking up from a dream about his future, but now it seemed like his dreams were crashing down like the waters on Pharaoh's Point.
Whoa, where am I?
Hey, dude, you hitched a ride with us to the Ferris Point.
What's that?
Well, up there, it's a lot of sun. And down there, it's a lot of sand. And that's about it. It's called a beach.
But where's the diner? Where are my brothers and sisters? Where's my jacket?
They're all Splitsville, man. Looks like your relations wanted to send you on a permanent vacation. So mellow out. You may learn to like a hang. Hang loose and hang 10, bro.
Excuse me, have we met before?
He's so dreamy.
If this is another dream, somebody else is gonna have to explain it to me.
And just when Joe felt like no one in the world could ever feel as bad as he did, he met somebody who felt even worse.
Get your ice cold drinks here. Best liquid refreshments on the beach. Today at Cookie's Walk-in Watering Hole.
Perfect, I'm parched. Hey, over here, I'll take one.
At your service, what would you like?
How about a grape knee-high?
Don't carry it.
Bubble up?
Nope.
RC double cola.
Sorry, but this is what I do have.
This is a plastic bottle of water. Who in their right mind is gonna buy a bottle of water?
No one apparently. Business has been a bit slow.
I'm Joe, by the way, confused and lost.
Glad to meet you, Joe. I'm Cookie, broke and stuck.
It's like we both need some direction.
Yeah, I know. I want to help people, but I'm never sure how to go about it.
I know what you mean. My dad always said we need to trust God with the future. He's always at work, even when we can't see what he's up to.
Your dad sounds like a really smart man.
He is. I sure wish he was here now. I could use his advice. I've got so many questions.
This is a surprise, it's hard to believe. I have to wonder why this is happening to me. Do I know better? I'd like to think I do. But I know that God knows what's best for me and you. Yes, I know God knows what's best for me and you. God knows He sees, I trust His plan for me. Only He knows what all of this means. When some may doubt, I choose to believe. God knows He sees, I trust His plan for me. I trust His plan for me. I walk on, steady as I go. I won't be afraid, God is in control. I trust in His word and lean on His truth. 'Cause I know God knows what's best for me and you. God knows He sees, I trust His plan for me. Only He knows what all of this means. When some may doubt, I choose to believe. God knows He sees, I trust His plan for me. I trust His plan for me.
Make way!
Make way!
Make way for the great Kahanamoku!
The great Kahanamoku?
His real name is Melvin, but never call that to his face.
What does he do?
He pretty much runs the beach. Just do whatever he says.
The great Kahanamoku will now question the stranger with a cheap lace and puzzled expression.
I think she means you.
Oh, I'm honored to meet you, Mr. Kahanamoku.
Please, you may call me Great.
Thank you, Great. And you can call me Joe.
So, Joe, how long have you been on my beach?
I do not know.
How did you get here? How long will you stay? When will you leave?
I don't know. I really don't.
It appears you don't know much about anything, do you, Joe?
Well, my friend Cookie and I were just talking about that. We're trying to trust God with all the things we don't know.
Oh, him. There's not much need for God on this beach. After all, we have me. Captain Shuby!
Yes, sir.
Find a job for this confused young man that will give him some sense of direction.
I'll do my best, sir.
Joe, this is Captain Shuby, my deputy, and my assistant Orchid. Good luck. Even with your God, you'll need it.
Wow, Cookie, imagine. I've been here less than a day and I already have a job.
Don't get too excited, Joe. Kahanamoku doesn't treat his workers very well. A lot of them feel like slaves.
Well, that won't be me, see? I'm gonna be the best worker they've ever seen.
So, Joe, what can you do?
I've been told I interpret dreams really well.
Oh, that's useful. Well, since we don't have any openings for a dream interpreter at present, you'll be assigned a different job on the beach.
Like what? Will I be a VP? A CEO?
No, you're a TF.
What's a TF?
Towel folders.
And so Joe began the most menial of jobs, but he was way grateful for his new digs in this strange place, and each day he started out by thanking God.
It's not my dream job, but it's the one that I got. I'm going non-stop, giving more than I thought. Been working all day, it's just a little pay, plenty of overtime, but it's all okay. I'll be faithful, faithful to this job. I'll be thankful, thankful to my God. It's not my dream job, but it's the one that I got.
Many days went by, and Joe made good on his promise. He was the most primal worker they'd ever seen.
Excellent performance, Joe.
You set a towel folding record.
In recognition of your work, we're promoting you to surfboard waxer. Carry on.
And Joe tackled his new job as before, with off-the-charts awesomeness.
It's not my dream job, but it's the one that I got. I'm going non-stop, giving more than I thought. Been working all day for just a little time. A lot of overtime, but I'm coming down. I'll be faithful, faithful to this job. I'll be faithful, faithful to my God. It's not my dream job, but it's the one that I got.
The days turned into weeks, and Joe was becoming famous as the best worker on the beach. But some of his colleagues were jealous and falsely accused him of stealing.
Captain Scooby Joe stole our leaves.
And wouldn't give them back.
And so we screamed.
Captain Shuby burned with anger. Joe was put in the Surfside Slammer, but even in jail, the Lord was with him.
The work is here to do. I know my God will see me through. No matter what He sets before me, my God is with me. My God is for me.
Sometime later, two vendors from the beach displeased Kamagoku, the hot dog baker and the snow cone maker. They were thrown in jail with Joe. While there, both had dreams.
Oh, can you interpret our dreams for us?
God will help me.
Joe interpreted their dreams, and soon the news of Joe's ability reached Kamagoku, and he sent for them.
It's not my dream job, but it's the one that I got. I'm going non-stop, giving more than I thought. Been working all year, not just the end is near. I got enough work for a solution. I'll be faithful, faithful to this job. I'll be thankful, thankful to my God. It's not my dream job, but it's the one that I got.
Joe, you've been released.
The great Kahanamuku wants to see you now.
The sun was not shining quite so brightly over Pharaoh's Point anymore. The summer was ending, the clouds were gathering, and an ill wind was beginning to blow. Kamagoku spent many fitful nights haunted by his dreams, so he summoned for Joe to ask for help.
Everyone says when you hear a dream, you can interpret it. Is that so?
Actually, that's not true.
It's not?
No, God is the one who interprets dreams, not me. God will reveal what it means.
I understand. It appears there is need for God in this speech. And now I will tell you about my dream.
And so Kamagoku shared his dream with Joe. The dream was indeed strange and perplexing. Every creature on the beach was starving, and none of the coconut trees had coconuts. And God revealed to Joe what it meant.
A storm is on the way, and it will cause much destruction, not only on the beach, but throughout the mainland. Food and water will be in very short supply.
What can we do?
We must begin to prepare immediately.
And so we will. Captain Chubi, gather everyone together. And Joe, I am promoting you to lifeguard. You will direct the operation. Now, where is that girl who sells the oddly contained water?
Cookies walking watering at your service. Your Kahanamuku ship.
Good. Cookie, you will set up the food and water stations. You'll need to help a lot of people once the storm has passed.
You picked the right girl for that job, sir.
I know God had a plan for me.
Attention, everyone. It's time to stock up and hunker down. Captain Shuby, sound the alarm.
The storm had descended on the one sunny beach, but with Joe giving directions, they all knew they'd find their way to safety.
Joe, do you think we're going to make it?
My dad always said God is closest when the hour is darkest.
Then God must be beside us.
The storm had ended, and the sun rose. And as the sun rose, so did everyone's hope. They slowly began to rebuild their community, not on shifting sand, but on this time solid rock.
I know my God is near. Won't leave me when the storm is raging. When I hear, I know my God is near. He won't leave me when the earth is shaking. Rain or shine, He'll follow through. 'Cause all His promises are true. When I hear, I know there's nothing to fear. I know my God is near. Yes, I know my God is near. When I call you, you will answer. In trouble, you're right there with me. Don't never will I be alone. Because everywhere I go, wherever storms blow, I hear, I know my God is near. He won't get me when the storm is raging. When I hear, I know my God is near. He won't leave me when the earth is shaking. Rain or shine, He'll follow through. 'Cause all His promises are true. When I hear, oh, there's nothing to fear. I know my God is near. Yes, I know my God is near.
The beach community never felt like more of a well community. They found the harsher the winds, the stronger they stood together. Orchid started to organize a clothing cabana. Hot Dog and Wipeout ran a food pantry. Cookie could not keep enough bottled water in stock. Even Captain Chubi and Kahanamoku helped out.
What am I supposed to do with these towels, Shuby?
Fold them, sir. Fold them.
And directing them all was Joe. He was more than just a lifeguard on the beach, but now People on the mainland were hearing that food and water supplies there were food and water supplies at the beach because of Joe. Everyone now called him Governor. Quite a change from the dreamer in the drive-in. In fact, he had a hard time remembering that formal life until one day that formal life arrived at his beach.
Welcome to Ferris Point, everyone. It looks like you've traveled a long way.
We have. We used to run our drive-in up north. My name's JD, and these are my brothers and sisters.
Well, we're hungry and we heard you had supplies to sell. We do. I'm sure we can help you. If you would just talk with our governor, he'll make sure all your needs are met.
Now Joe was seated high up on the lifeguard tower, but as soon as he saw his brothers and sisters, he recognized them. But they didn't know it was Joe. He was tanned, his clothes were different, and the sun was in their eyes.
I see you have traveled a great distance. Have you come to find food?
Yes, Governor, we had a little food to spare before. Now it's completely gone. We had a drive-in restaurant up north, but the storm destroyed it.
I'm sorry. Was anybody hurt?
No, everyone made it out on time, luckily. We heard that somehow you knew the storm would come and saved many supplies.
We're hoping we might buy some.
Oh, no, sir. Our food is not for sale. It's free.
Free?
This is my assistant, Cookie. She's in charge of the food and water station.
I'm pleased to meet you.
I'm afraid we may not have any extra food at this time.
Governor, what are you saying?
Cookie and I will have to check the inventory. Please come back in the morning. Your decision.
We understand. Thank you, sir. See you then.
This was a turn of events that Joe did not expect. He was deeply surprised to see his family after so much time, and even more surprised about how that made him feel.
Joe, why would you say that? We have more than enough food that we have pledged to help any stranger in need.
It's strangers, Cookie. They're my brothers and sisters.
Your brothers and sisters? You told me that they never wanted to see you again. That they said that they wanted you to go away while your father was out of town.
That's all true. That was a long time ago when the summer first started. They seem to have changed.
They didn't recognize you.
No, they didn't. I'm sure I've changed as well.
What are you going to do, Joe?
I'm not sure. The sun has just set. Maybe I'll just sit on the beach for a while and count the stars. I used to be really good at that once.
Counting stars, huh? You know that might be easier on top of your tower.
No, I think I can see God a lot more clearly down here.
But you're on your knees.
Exactly. I've been praying and I'm starting to realize that even though my brothers and sisters did something terrible to me, God must have wanted me to use it for good.
You're right, Joe. God had a plan for your family. He brought you here so you could provide them and us with food and save all of our lives. I think you know that God wants you to tell your family, Joe.
Yes, I do know. God has forgiven all the wrong things I've done. That makes me want to forgive my brothers and sisters.
They're the ones that sent you here, Joe. But it was God at work all along. And I can see He's in work with you too, helping you forgive.
And so Joe and Cookie prayed through the night. As a new day dawned over the beach, Joe knew what he had to do. JD and his siblings stood once again before the governor.
Thank you for seeing us again this morning, sir.
I had to take stock of many things last night, but our storehouse is full, and I am happy to give you whatever you need.
Yay!
Yes!
Oh, thank you, sir. We'll spread the word that the governor is the most generous ruler in the land.
No, JD, I'm not who you think I am. I'm not a ruler, not even from this beach.
You're not?
I'm Joe, your brother, the one you sent to Pharaoh's Point so many months ago.
I don't believe it. Oh, Joe, please forgive us.
We all wondered what happened to you.
JD said it would teach you a lesson. It wasn't me!
I'm still
I've learned many lessons, JD.
Yes.
It was God who sent me to save lives, the lives of the people on the beach, people on the mainland, especially your lives.
Forgive us, Joe. What we did was very wrong.
Yes, your actions were meant to hurt, but God meant them for good. And now, tell me about our father. Is he still living? Did he survive the storm?
Indeed, he did.
It was none other than Papa Jake himself.
Papa, we didn't know what happened to you.
Well, when I finally got home after the storm, the restaurant was gone, and so were all of you. I prayed you had found some place safe to stay. Then everyone told me about this beach and a very wise man who understood dreams and stored up food so that everyone who came to him was saved.
No, Papa. It was God who interpreted the dreams. It was God who told us to store food, and it was God who saved lives. God has been with me all of this time, just like you told me he was also with you.
Yes, and he has brought us all together again.
Papa Jake, I welcome you and your very interesting family to my beach.
Joe, who is that?
Excuse me? His name is Melvin, but don't call him that to his face.
I think you should load up what's left of your fries and shakes and move here. You can rebuild your establishment right next to my hut.
Papa Jake's fun and Jake's south.
See what happens when we trust God with the future?
Yep, he's always at work, even when we can't see what he's up to.
I couldn't have said it better myself.